Yes, hello and welcome. It's going to be another vital day for Leeds United. Today we're going to go down to the Stamford Bridge and hopefully get ourselves 3 points from a very weakened Chelsea side. All reports are pointing to a number of injuries in the first team for Chelsea. We're not too sure yet about Leeds apart from the ones that we know about. Hopefully there's nothing major, nothing new. Garcia didn't comment very much about injuries during the midweek press conference. That happened a couple of days ago, while I sort the lighting out a little bit. And it turns out that I think we're going to be all right today, Leeds fans. I think we're going to be getting a result down there at Chelsea. And, hang on just a minute, what's this? Hang on. Hello? Hello? Oh, hello.
You alright? It's your boy Frank here.
Oh, you're alright, Frank. Frank who?
Yeah, me, Frank Lampard. You know, the geezer who used to play for Chelsea.
All right. Yeah, nice to hear from you, Frank. What can I do for you?
Look, I've been talking to John Terry and a couple of the other boys down at the bridge today. They're saying that it's going to be Chelsea 1, Leeds United 4, with that Notto guy getting an entry.
Nonto? Oh, brilliant. That sounds good.
Yeah. Look, I found 100 grand under the sofa. I've spent it. You should do the same.
Oh, thanks for the tip, Frank.
Yeah, alright, mate. See you later.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Mate.
pulling our pants down.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, cheers, Frank. Bye. Oh well, what can you say about that? I mean, Frank Lampard has just been on the phone. He thinks that we're gonna get 100 grand. He's got 100 grand on this game. It's a Leeds win, guys. It's a Leeds win, 4-1, and hopefully we're gonna. Hopefully we're going to go there and give them a bit of an hiding today, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just updating something here, so just give me a minute. Yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, I hope you, if you're watching... It's always good to have a bit of a laugh, isn't it? I mean, I do enjoy having a bit of a laugh and all the rest of it. So yeah, and I do some impersonations. I don't think I'm as good as that Darren Farley fella, but he he does a good job of Sean Dyche, doesn't he? Arr! Are you gonna get over there and we're gonna give him a bit of a pummeling at Ellen Road? It's all in the spirit of a bit of banter and a bit of fun. I'm absolutely sure that we're gonna give this lot a bit of a. I'm sure that we're gonna give this lot a bit of an hiding today. I'm pretty confident of it that we're gonna. Oh no, has the camera gone? Oh no, it hasn't. Thank Christ for that. I thought the camera had gone then. I'll tell you, live streaming has its challenges, but we're still waiting some team news to come in from Stamford Bridge. And just to let you know, in case you were wondering, Man City are 2-0 up against Newcastle. Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva are the scorers. It's Rodri and Haaland with the assists. So 2-0 to Manchester City there. It's on the 84th minute, that one. And it looks like it's Man City showing why they're chasing down Arsenal the best they possibly can. I mean, their goal difference is huge, isn't it? But they've got that monster Haaland up front for them. Is he on about 26 goals or something at the minute for the season? They've got a goal difference plus 40, and Arsenal 33. Man United are still in the hunt, and they are actually a game in hand, I think, over the rest of us, over the rest of the top four there. So it's going to be an interesting afternoon of football. I'm pretty sure that we can expect nothing nothing too different from Leeds today. I hope he's going to keep the same or a similar lineup that started against Southampton. The Fulham lineup, well, I think he'll. I think he's probably going to try and make a bit of space for Rutte. Rutte seemed to have a very good game for us in the midweek game against Fulham. That was a very, very tough, hard-fought game for Leeds, and when things aren't going right, it just gets magnified, doesn't it? We're sitting there and we've got all those chances, all those efforts. Fulham, incidentally, are above Brighton, but Brighton have about 2, possibly 3 games in hand there. They've played 22 games. They're on 35. Fulham on 7th, 39 points, 25 played. Liverpool and then Newcastle. Newcastle have dropped out the top 4 finish at the moment, and they've got a game in hand over Spurs, I think there. So they've got it all to play, or they had it all to play for today, but they've fluffed their chance of the cartoon army. Leeds, of course, as we know, we're in 17th spot, -10 the goal difference, 22 points. West Ham's above us, 23 points. 23 points, 24 played, -6 the goal difference. But the main one is Chelsea, of course, today, 24 played, -2 goal difference and 31 points. So there's not that much in it in terms of the league. We're only 9 points behind them. It's 3 wins. And hopefully we can get one of those wins today. I don't see why not. We can't go all the way now and finish, anywhere between 10th and 13th would be nice, I think. If we could start easing away from these other teams at the bottom of the league, I think we're going to, I think this manager can do it for us. I think he's got a footballing brain. I think he's got the right tactics. He's quite dynamic with his approach to the game, that if something isn't working and it's quite obvious, change it, and he'll change it during the game. He'll change the players' positioning, he'll change the players' formation, ask them to drop deep, come in tucking a little bit more, play a bit wider, and try and find the gaps, find the spaces. That, let's make no mistake, we're still going to need that against a Chelsea team who, let's not write them off, they've still got a lot of good talent, in that team. And I was watching a couple of the other YouTubers today, other Chelsea YouTubers, and a couple of them said they're very fearful that they're going to get a bit of a spanking today, and they're worried that they're going to lose, which is obviously not good for them, is it? And then I watched, I think, was it a video from Blue Lions TV, or something like that. If he's there, I don't know. A big channel, and he said that he thinks Chelsea are going to nick it 2-1. He thinks it's going to be a tight game. I don't think it's going to be a tight game. I think Potter will try and go toe to toe with us today. I think he's going to try and put his stamp on the team, try and get a 3-point victory, because he needs it. He needs it. I mean, both teams need it. We need it more than them. So I think today it's about which team is the hungriest, who wants the 3 points. And when you look at the tightness, the closeness in the Premier League at the moment, you're sitting there and you're thinking, well, it's really anybody's game. Even from sort of Forest downwards. I mean, Forest are in 13th. They've got 25. Palace 27 in 12th. So the bottom 8, there's 9 points separating them. You only need to get 3-4 wins in these next few games. In next 5, if we could get 3 or 4 wins in the next 5 games, we're comfortably going to get out of it. I really think, and I believe we will as well. You know, I believe that this guy, he has the technical knowledge, he has the coaching staff, he's got everything going for him at Elland Road, and I think it's I'm sticking my neck out, of course, but I think we're going to get 3 points today, guys. I really do. I think there's no doubt in my mind. There's still no news yet. However, Thiago Silva's out for 6 weeks, as we know, knee ligament injury. Kovacic is available after illness, and Reece James is definitely not playing apparently, and Mason Mount, Aspilicueta, and I'm glad he's out because he's been a danger man for them over the years, hasn't he? Liam Cooper and Strout could return. Muscle and concussion issues for Strout, obviously we know about that. Wuber should recover from a shoulder problem. So they're describing it as a shoulder problem, not a dislocated shoulder or anything else. I don't know if that's just the reporting. Sinistera, a man who I think we easily forget about him, hasn't featured since our game against Man United on the 8th of Feb, and he's facing a late fitness test, so this is why I'm not really publishing any team news until I get something solid and confirmed. Score predictions are all over the place. Chris Sutton's got it at 1-0 to Chelsea, and you know, they can't beat Southampton at home, can't this lot? So hopefully, you know, you'd think, well, Leeds beat Southampton the other day, last week, and it's looking more likely, nailed on now, that with all these other injuries that they've got, it could be a Leeds win. Chelsea have won 5 successive Premier League home fixtures against Leeds. We need to know that. Our last win at Stamford Bridge was a 2-0 Premier League victory in 1999. Stephen McPhail, remember him, scored both goals, and Chris Sutton was in the Chelsea lineup. Wow. Yeah, it must have been going towards the latter end of his career, was it? I think when he had the SAS partnership with Shearer, wasn't it? Back in the day when he was at Blackburn. Leeds, obviously, we beat Chelsea 3-0 at Elland Road in August, and this could be the first time that we have a league double over Chelsea since winning the title back in 1991 and 1992. That'd be nice if we could win the title, wouldn't it? Just make sure everybody else loses, and even then, there's not enough points available. I don't think. Anyway. Chelsea, we'll talk a little bit about Chelsea. A very bad run of form. They've won just 2 of the last 15 Premier League goals. They drew 6 and lost 7. Premier League games, I should say. So Chelsea have won just 2 of their last 15 Premier League games, drawing 6, losing 7. Portside have lost their past 3 matches in all competitions without scoring. So let that continue today, please, Mr. Potter. That would be nice, wouldn't it? They've won just once in the league and cup this year, beating Crystal Palace at home on the 15th of January. It must be, I mean, it's hard being a Leeds fan. Christ, it must be hard being a Chelsea fan this year so far. The Blues have fouled the net 23 times in 24 league games this season, their lowest total at this stage of a campaign since 1993-94 when they scored just 22. Potter was unbeaten in all 5 Premier League meetings with Leeds as Brighton head coach, winning 3 fixtures and drawing 2. Yeah, always a team that we struggled against, Brighton, I think. But I think with this Chelsea team being as bad as what they are today, I don't really think it makes any difference who's in charge. I think we've got a very good chance of winning this game today, and it'll be interesting to see what the winning odds are, who's going to get the odds. Where are the odds looking at? The percentage chances, etc. And yeah, the odds. I think Leeds' odds today will be a little bit increased on perhaps another away fixture where we're not expected to do anything. I think we're going to surprise a few people today. As for us, we have the joint worst Premier League away record this season, winning once and amassing 6 points, the same total as Forest and West Ham. Our only league away victory this year came against Liverpool in October, and we've won just 2 of our 12 Premier League games against sides currently in the top half of the table, beating Liverpool, Anfield and Chelsea at home. Defeat would be Leeds' 200th defeat in the Premier League should we lose today. Gracia is vying to become just the second Leeds United manager to win their opening 2 Premier League matches since Terry Venables in 2002. I said that the other day. Gracia's record was okay at Watford, and he beat Chelsea in his second game, I think, and Watford walked away with a victory of 4-1 against Vicarage Road, but it's not too good thereafter, I'm afraid. Chelsea won the following 2 fixtures in his tenureship and helped him get sacked from Watford in his final, in that second season that he was in charge, and he was only in charge for 3 or 4 games. And unusually, they got rid of him. I mean, the Watford fans have said everything about him, and they're absolutely gutted that they've let him go. Their loss, I hope, is our gain, and he's going to do enough to keep us in the Premier League, of course. Yes, very interesting start to this fixture today, guys. I think we're friends and all the rest of it. We're now getting some team news coming through, and I'm going to make some. He's gone for a different keeper up in the net than the fella that was. I don't even think that fella who played at Elland Road is there. He's put Murdick on the bench as well. So it's going to be an interesting day. Arizabalaga, Fafana, Koulibaly, Badishili, Loftus-Cheek is making his start as well. Fernandez, Kovacic, Chilwell, João Felix, Havertz and Sterling up front for Chelsea. So there's the lineup. Leeds, more importantly, of course, I'm gonna get these pasted straight into the ticker when I get a moment. So just give me a few seconds while I get that sorted out. In case anybody's with me, and I don't think anyone's with me, but anyway. It would be nice, but anyway, when you're streaming and you're not a popular streamer, you're not big channel like some of these other gargantuan channels, but nobody became a big channel without. What the bloody hell's happened there? And nobody became a big channel without starting at 0. Everybody starts on 0 on YouTube and anywhere else. So you just hope that you're gonna. And people sit there and talk about algorithms and all of this nonsense. It's not algorithms, bro. It's not. It's recommendation systems, okay? Which is a bit different from an algorithm. It's not just some bot. And it depends on, they're a lot more skilled than I am. A lot more skilled. My channel's terrible. But if you do keep reading the comments I do have a super fan. I do, and he's a lovely young man. Josh Dillon. He's not able to join us today. He's busy, so he sent me a message that you could go there and check the comments and stuff out for yourself. I'll try my very best to get this done as soon as I possibly can. It's been a bit of a pain, to be honest with you. Is this? Let's have a look. There we go. There might be a couple of errors in it, but we don't need to worry too much about that. When I say errors, they'll be like, I haven't put a space between the name and the number, that kind of thing. But we don't need to worry about that, guys, do we? What we're worried about is, are Leeds going to go there and get as a result today? And my answer to that is, I think we're going to surprise a few people. I think all the signs are that we're just going to go there, and I'm hoping that we give them a pasting. But I'd be quite happy if we come back and it's 1-0 and we've grinded it out. And I think the Chelsea fans, as I was speaking about Blues TV today, the Chelsea fans are thinking the same. Blues TV more or less said the same. They're not bothered about pretty football given the last 3 to 4 months. What they're bothered about is results. And some managers, a bit like Jesse Marsh, isn't it? They believe so much in their own footballing philosophy and all of this stuff, and it's stubbornness, isn't it? Really, it's stubbornness. They're oops, a daisy. We'll hide that one. They just work. They don't really care what the fans want. What they care about is, well, this is the way I like to play football, and la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Nobody cares! The suggested lineup is 3-4-3 for Chelsea, but there is speculation that, again, during the game, they might change that 4-2-3-1. Leeds have gone for the standard 4-2-3-1. Eiling, Koch, Meslier in net, Eiling on the right back, Firpo on the left back, Wober and Koch in the middle. That's pretty good, I think. And I was reading some of this Koch's stats today. I was surprised at how his stats are unbelievable. And I think I'm right in saying he's played most minutes out of all the Leeds team, and he's ranks up there as one of the top players in terms of minutes played this season. So well done to you, Robin. Adams and McKennie, Somerville on the right, Harrison on the left with Aronson in the middle, and he's put Rutter up front. There's no place for Patrick Bamford. So where is Patrick Bamford? There's no place at all. He's not even listed on the bench. So is Patrick Bamford injured? Patrick, if you're there and you're listening and you want to come and tell us what's going on, have you had a falling out? Let's have a look. That's really, really interesting. We're going to change that now. Oops, daisy. Oh shit, I've done the wrong one. Wait, just a second. I'm just having to make some updates here to the title and the descriptions and stuff like that. It just takes a couple of minutes to do. Like I say, little channels don't have the support. We don't have anybody doing it for us in the background. We've got to hope that we got to do it all ourselves. No place for Patrick Bamford. I mean, I'm reading it and I'm having to tell myself and read it again. The bench is unbelievable. It's Rocker, Giabi, Strauch, Robles, Christensen, Nonto, Greenwood, Fernandez, and Gray. Starting 11, no sign of Patrick Bamford. So what is going on at Elland Road? I haven't heard any news about Patrick being injured. It seems to me It seems to me there's something gone on that we don't know about, but that I'd be interested to hear during the commentary what has happened to Patrick Bamford. I'm really surprised that Patrick hasn't made it today. He's not even to have him not even on the bench for me is quite worrying. I like Patrick Bamford. Is maybe so is a divisive figure. A number of fans aren't fans of Patrick Bamford. It has to be said. Let's be brutally honest. I think he's a great servant for the club. I think he does a great job for us when he comes on. He gives us a bit of shape, holds the ball up a little bit, and brings people into play, which is what you need from your target man up front. I'm sad that Patrick Bamford is not. His name is not on anywhere on the team sheet. Fine, you put him on the bench. Patrick will give you a bit of a rest this week. We'll want to try some of the formations and stuff like that. See if things work against this lot, because we don't really know what they're going to do. Give Rutter a bit of a start, except Rutter a bit of a start, should I say? And nothing, absolutely nothing from the club. No news as far as I know about Patrick Bamford. And is this the end or the beginning of the end for Patrick Bamford at Elland Road? I hope not. I mean, he's been our top scorer for for a couple of seasons. It's not only the scoring that's the thing, is it, in football? You need to be working on positional play, possession, bringing people into play, creating chances, dragging defenders around. Did he get injured? I hope he hadn't got injured. But if you know what happened to Patrick Bamford, because I ain't got a clue. Yeah, I'm going to stick that on. We're up to the 200 characters. Here's the Leeds lineup as it stands. So let's have a look. Meslier, Eiling, Koch, Wober, Firpo. Is your back four? Adams and McKennie, who are going to be like the anchoring midfielders, I think. Somerville, Aronson and Harrison are the attacking midfielders. Rutter is the sole man up front. So I mean, that's according to the to one lineup that I've seen. That might well change. Other TV outlets and broadcasters will have different ideas. But we'll go on to the substitutes as well. And Rocker, surprising on the bench there. Javi, Strauch, Robles, Christensen. I thought Christensen was doing all right, but he's plumbed for the experience of Luke Ayling, and that might be a factor of someone who's got the experience to deal with such as Sterling up front for Chelsea. Nonto, Greenwood, Fernandez, and then I'll try and correct that. Just a minute while I correct it. It's this copy and paste function isn't very good, guys. It's not very good. So that's it. That's your team lineups. No, quite surprising. I'm surprised. I'm just updating the title of the stream. Lampard's tips and no place for Patrick Bamford. Nonto on the bench. Yeah, surprising. But then again, maybe perhaps, and I've seen this in a couple of the chat forums about other teams doubling up on Nonto and really trying to close him out of the game, and it's proving a little bit much for him in the Premier League now that other teams have seen him play. Other teams can see what he's about. And I honestly think that might be a good idea. I don't think we want him. He'll be pretty cross as well. I think, if I remember rightly, he went off and he was pretty upset. Was it during the Southampton game? He was pretty upset. It must have been the Southampton game. He was pretty upset. Wasn't too happy with the manager, I don't think, when he left the field. The commentators at the time picked up on it, and his face told the story that he wasn't happy about being taken off. It was a frustrating day for him, but he's only 19. He's still learning his trade, and we don't want to overplay him, like with any young player, innit? We don't want to overplay him. We don't want to overwork them. Make sure they've got the. Make sure that they can get through a season without any injuries, and I honestly think that, at this level, and with the type of player that he is, look at the injuries that Chelsea have got to their young players, hamstring injury, la di da di da, those injuries, our sick bay when Bielsa was in charge, and I often think, well, is that overworking the players that's during training and then expecting them to run for 90 minutes non-stop? Body can only take so much, right? It can only take so much of that, those fitness regimes, etc. So there we go. We'll just stick the Leeds thing on there, and we're going to go to a break in a few minutes because we've got about 32 minutes. So far then, just to recap, there's no news from Stamford Bridge. We don't have a broadcast coming out of there yet, but as soon as we do, I'll let you know. Just a second. Chelsea versus Leeds. I'm just saving some. I made a video, right? I think it's got about 7 views. So it's always good. It's always good to do live streaming, but maybe I do need to improve my channel. Maybe you've got some tips about things you'd like to see improved on my channel. How can I improve my channel? What do you think I'm lacking? What do you think I need to do? Why is my channel not as good as other channels? I mean, I don't like comparing and stuff like that. I try to have my own style, but what would you like to see from me? What would you like to see more of on the channel? Let me know in the comments box, and I'll certainly be happy to oblige as much as possible and come up with some new ideas, some new fresh ideas. It would be nice if someone just joined me for a bit of a chat. You want to do that? We can do that as well. I'll put that as a banner. Maybe I should put. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can have up to 10 guests on the screen at any one time. But if that sounds like you and you want to join me on the stream, I can send you a link. No problem. I'll try my best to send you a link. So yeah, of course I'll put that on. Okay, all you need is a phone with good internet and the cam. You might have a laptop, you might have a PC, a bit like me, okay? And if that sounds like you, that's alright. So, phone or laptop. Computer with cam, with internet and cam, okay. maybe what I was gonna do is actually put like a Google form in. So what you can do then is click on the Google form, you fill a couple of details in, and then I can send you the link, or the Google form will email you the link and do that automatically. Then you can just join me. I'd like it if I could talk to somebody else. It's always very nice. YouTube standard terms and conditions apply, of course. Community guidelines apply, etc. So 13-year-old and over. Not really for children, of course. It's the YouTube laws that they have to abide by, that the creators have to abide by as well on their channels. So yeah, please be a bit mindful of that. Thank you so much. Right, I will add that onto there. What we'll do now is we'll take a little break, because I think I need to try and start the stream, etc., or start looking for the stream, and we'll certainly get that underway just as soon as possible. Okay. Let's have a look. Oops, there we go. Right, okay. Right, so there we go. I'm just going to stick some music on. Go get yourselves a cup of tea. Kickoff will be happening very soon. There is a countdown timer on it. It's about 9 minutes to the stream starts, I think. So yeah, of course, there we go. case you're wondering, I am here. I'm just logging into the stream now and just finding out what's... give you a bit of an update of what's going on down at Stamford Bridge. Right, let's have a look then, and we're just going to go in and see what they've got going on there. So we're going to go into... Oh god, what have they done here? Have they changed it there? They surely haven't done that, have they? Premier League. Difficult to read. They've got these. If you don't know, they've made the thumbnails really small. I can't even see, but there's so many games here that, and some of these thumbnails don't even have any team logos on, and they've mixed it into all sorts of other stuff. They should have separated. Oh, hang on, it's there. I think that's it there. Yeah, it is. Got it. Yeah. Broadcast has just started, so we're getting on with it now. If you're with me, hello and welcome. The teams are coming out. Wow. Yeah, excuse me while I just get this music off. There we go. So apparently Chelsea have made 94 changes in their personnel. 94 changes in their personnel this season. I mean, I thought we were going through players, but my God, they're having it rough down there, aren't they? Anyway, yeah, confirmation. No sign of Patrick Bamford today. Aronson, Rute, and Somerville making up the attacking midfield. So apparently Bamford is out with injury. We don't know very much about that. Yeah. Can't play Nonto every week. He'll burn out as much as I want him to play. Just reading some of your comments here. Yeah, we've already discussed all that stuff. So they're just Graham Potter's just emerging from the tunnel now. He goes over and has a quick handshake with Grathia and a little welcome to Chelsea, la-di-da-di-da. Yeah. So the teams are out. They're just getting all lined up and everything for the game. I'm just going to correct all the stream and stuff like that. And just in case, on the off chance I get joined today. They're just getting all lined Anyway, we continue doing what we love. That's it. Do what you love and ignore everything else. Hello and welcome, and it's Michael Oliver's just getting the team sorted out, and he's doing the coin flips at the moment. We're just going to get the branding, try and get that branding off, that banner or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, there it is. So it's 1 win in 9 for Chelsea. Some really bad stats for them, and we don't really care. All we care about is Leeds. Are they going to win? Arrizabalayo, Fofana, Koulibaly, Badashile, Loftus-Cheek, Fernandes, Kovacic, Chilwell, João Felix, Havertz, Sterling, substitutes, Aubameyang, Bettinelli, Chalobah, Murdic, and Zakaria. For Leeds, we've got Meslier, Eiling, Koch, Wöber, Firpo, Adams, McKennie, Somerville, Aronson, Harrison, Rutter is leading the line today. Substitutes Rocker, Giabi, Strouk, Robles, Christensen, Notto, Greenwood and Fernandes. Game is already a couple of minutes old. Leeds playing in the white, and as we're looking here, we'll play from right to left, and interestingly, I think they're wearing blue socks. Yeah, they are. Leeds are wearing blue socks, and it's as you'd expect. It's a million miles an hour start. The ball's all over the place. It's just broken to Sterling on the right hand side. He crosses it in, but there's nobody there for Chelsea. It's a deep cross beyond Meslier, and it's cleared by Eiling. So a really quick attacking start, and Firpo's brought Sterling down. It's just at the edge of the 18-yard box. Is it? I think it's Firpo. Jack Harrison's on the stick. Yeah, he's turned his body and then stuck his leg out behind him as Firpo, and Sterling's gone looking for it. He's got a free kick. Wearing his braided hair today, short braided hair. Raheem Sterling. And João Felix is stood over it. It's, when I say on the edge of the 18-yard box, it's on the left-hand side, right by the corner of the 18-yard box. It's tossed in, and it's pushed away by Meslier. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Always looks tight and compact, doesn't it, down at Stamford Bridge? I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comments. I am monitoring comments as well today. I'll try and keep my eye on those as best as I possibly can, as we're trying to watch this game as well. Yeah, ball's cleared out, and there's a miss pass there by one of the Chelsea lads. But they've still got it, and it's a tossed ball over the top. Felix tosses it into the 18-yard box. It bounces back out onto the edge, and it's over the other side, far side now, and it's Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side. And it always plays a ball, and it's tossed in. It's gone for an overhead kick, and it's Felix who went for overhead kick, but he was. I think he would have been offside had it gone in. But he missed the overhead kick anyway. Chelsea are high on the press. Leeds can't get out, and the Leeds are under a lot of pressure here from Chelsea in the opening 4 minutes. But it's Meslier now. He's just picked up the ball. He's going to take a goal kick. Plays it short. And I don't know why we're not just banging that ball straight up. But he's played it short, and he's been dispossessed. And Firpo's luckily won a throw in for us on the far side there. Leeds kicking from left to right as we're looking. There's a possible foul in the middle there, but the referee, Oliver's waved play on. Chelsea were in possession, and it's tossed in again, and Mellier's down smartly in front of him, and he's caught it with both hands as it's hit the ground. So yeah, Chelsea are definitely dominating play at the moment, and there's a foul on Somerville, and Oliver's waving the player over. I think it's Chilwell. He's taken Somerville down there, and he's gone for a yellow card, but he's decided against it. Firpo should have probably got a yellow card earlier, but he refrained from giving the yellow card so early in the game, Oliver. But I think the players have more or less been warned that watch what you're doing with these tackles. And that was a wasted chance, a bit of miscommunication between Eiling and Somerville down the right hand side here, and Eiling just put a little bit too much on that pass for Somerville. There's no way he's going to get to that. So it's a goal kick, and it's played out. Chelsea are playing again from the back, just like Leeds were doing there, trying to build from the back. It's not a long kick or anything like that. They're just playing it short and between themselves at the midfield, the defenders there. And Eiling was a little bit out of position, but João Felix has been dispossessed, thankfully, on the edge of the 18-yard box, and that's a bad ball. I think it's Eiling again. He's given the ball away. And Chelsea have it again now. It's crossed the park to Fernandes. A lovely ball in for João Felix, but luckily Luke Ayling was with him, and I think it's gone beyond the pair of them. I'm not sure. Has that gone for a? Yeah, he's got a goal kick from that. I think he's gone over the top of Luke Ayling in his back. Meslier being accused of a bit of time wasting here. He's looking for a pass, and he's got up, and the Chelsea defenders lost possession of it, but they've won it back now. And it was Aronson. Oh, it's a lovely ball through, and Aronson just dispossessed as he's about to pull the trigger. It was a nice sliding tackle there from the Chelsea defender. He was covered by two, but there's nobody else in there in the 18-yard box with Aronson. So Leeds are now in possession. They've got a corner ball, and Woober's got up there. He's gone up, but Leeds play it short, and it's hammered in with pace, but it's off a Leeds player. It's off Rutter's head, and it's gone out for a Chelsea goal kick. Yeah, it's been a really, really quick start from Chelsea. A number of chances already, but they just haven't managed to find the final touch. It's looking a little bit dark at Stamford Bridge there. I don't know what's happened there. The camera's gone very, very dark, but it's brightened back up a little bit now. Chelsea are knocking the ball about just between the defenders at the moment. Boulawali plays a long ball up to João Felix, but he's challenged by Ayling. It looks like it's hit João Felix, and it's gone out for a goal kick for Leeds. So very, very fast start. The Leeds fans are there, old boys on tour. We can see you from Fullerton Park. They've got a couple of flags draped over there at Stamford Bridge. And Meslier seems to be playing these short goal kicks out along his 6-yard box. And it's definitely something I absolutely dread seeing that, because any kind of slip, mistake, error, Reece James has been spotted. He's in the crowd at Chelsea, at the Chelsea ground. He's not with the staff, the management. It looks like he's actually in the stands, in the crowd. But I mean, I don't know if anyone's. The cameras have done very well there to identify him. He's sat blowing, chewing gum. 10 minutes on the clock now. So hello, if you're joining me. It's been all Chelsea in the to start with. Not many chances. I don't think any chances for Leeds at this stage. But it's all Chelsea, and they're dominating and really pressing and high pressing at Leeds. And you think when they're playing like this, don't mess around with it. Pump it long and get a couple of runners onto it. Get Somerville onto it. Aronson, Rutter, get Rutter on it. Hold it up, and try and get these this Chelsea team turned back towards their own goal. And again, for the fourth or fifth time now, Melié's playing a very short goal kick, and Chelsea have inadvertently won a corner ball off Robin Koch. And this is just what I was talking about there with the 6 yard, these 6 yard goal kicks that Melié's taken. He's playing them short. He's not playing them forward. He's playing them literally to the side or across the goal of him. A really bizarre thing. I've not seen him do that for a little while. And the player who he's playing to is well within the 18-yard box. And Chilwell, oh my God. Bafana, and he's had a great header there from Chilwell, but he's come in and he's got in front of Koch and McKennie, and Rutter is there as well, and he's come across the front of the three of them, and unfortunately for us, it's gone straight over Meslier. Meslier now takes a goal kick. He takes it long. It's over the halfway line, and I think Ayling's gone down and he's holding his face. He's holding his face there. I don't know if he's caught an elbow with it against João Felix. Oh, he's gone running, and João Felix has just literally stood holding his ground, and Ayling's ball watching and just gone straight into him. So yeah, it's all Chelsea so far these first 10 minutes. Leeds have managed to weather the storm. They've had a number of chances in the opening. Well, we're on 13 minutes now so far. Yeah, so it's a throw-in for Chelsea, and Chilwell plays it straight at Somerville. Rutter picks it up, and he's going around the outside, and he's brought down just by Chilwell, just outside the penalty area. Chilwell's tackle, he came across Rutter there. I thought that was probably a free kick, but he's not won anything. He's just won a corner. Verber and Ayling are in the 18-yard box. Koch is up there as well. Aronson to take the corner ball. It's missed everybody and it's gone way out of the 18-yard box, and Firpo's wanting to try and take it back in, but he's dispossessed. And Chelsea are trying to break, but luckily it's a good little tackle there, I think, from Robin Koch as he's tracking back. Kovacic it is. Yeah, it's a very, very one-sided affair at the minute. Leeds having a couple of bits of pressure, but nothing too good. It's all Chelsea at the moment, and it's on the left-hand side, and it's making its way across the park now with the Chelsea defenders. Hernandez, Fofana, Loftus-Cheek too, and it's Loftus-Cheek's giving the ball away there, and it's a little clip over the top. And Aronson's picked it up, and he's held it up because there's nobody up with him. Leeds players now joining the attack. Oh, and there's a knock on Aronson, and Aronson again, he's getting knocked off the ball far too easily. And there's a ball played straight through, and it's João Felix? He could have squared that. If he squares it to Sterling, it's a goal. And João Felix goes to try and take under pressure from the chasing defenders, and Meslier spreading himself really big there, managing to keep Leeds United in this game. And João Felix makes a lovely run. It's Luke Ayling playing him onside, and he has a strike with it with his right boot, and he should have struck it a bit earlier, but it's saved by Mellier's right arm and palmed away for a corner on the far side. Corner ball has been taken, but Leeds have picked it up. Ruter has been knocked off the ball. He's won a header, and he's gone back again to the Chelsea players. Just over the halfway line now. Aronson's chasing, but he can't dispossess the player on the ball at the moment. And they play it across the pitch, do Chelsea. And the Chelsea crowd are really cranking up the volume down at Stamford Bridge. They're urging the team to get on and get a goal. And it's looking like really hard work for them at the moment, Chelsea. They've had a... Mellier's kept us in this game so far. We could potentially be 2 goals down at this point, 16 minutes in. Leeds defending quite well, but again, silly mistakes, trying to play an offside there, and Ayling was a little bit deep, and he let João Felix in, and Chelsea have got another corner ball. Yeah, they are trying to get a goal, Chelsea. And it's cleared. It doesn't beat the first man. It doesn't beat the near post for Chelsea. It's quite a poor corner. Really, possession 68% Chelsea, 32% Leeds in the opening 17 minutes. So it's all Chelsea. Leeds dropping off. They're playing deep. We're trying to, I think, hit them on the counter attack. Just trying to keep tucked in. Not Rutter is out there. He's on his own. And Bamford, we believe, is injured. There's no news about the nature of his injury, but the club have said that he's injured, and that's it. So, as soon as we hear anything more about that, of course, I'll let you know. But Aronson, Koch, and Leeds playing little triangles with the Chelsea players halfway in their own half at the moment. And the Chelsea players are chasing, and they've won it back. And João Felix has played a lovely ball to the left back. He come chasing across, but luckily Tyler Adams, the marathon man, Tyler Adams is over there to clear it. And Chilwell throws the ball over. It's gone for a corner ball. And Chilwell comes tearing down this left side, I think. Chilwell to take the corner. It's not even on the corner circle, if you like. Chilwell with the corner kick's gone to the far post. Chelsea player goes down, and it's thumped up the pitch by, I think, Aronson. And there's a bit of a tangle, but there's possibly a VAR review coming about that. And we're not too sure. Fofana, who's gone down. Mellier's over there to make sure he's okay. There's been a coming together during that corner ball. There's so many players involved. We're getting a clear look at it now. There's a handball on a Chelsea player. And it's Fofana. And he was caught by Ayling. It's a 50-50 ball. Ayling's gone for it. He's won it and thumped the ball away. He did handle the ball on his way down. But there was, interestingly enough, that there wasn't a VAR review on that. Luckily, it's not caused us any problems, and the Chelsea keeper threw the ball out, or kicked the ball out, so Somerville throws it back to the Chelsea players now, back towards their 18-yard box, and the defenders pick it up and start knocking it about again. Fofana, the man who was just injured, is the right back playing for Chelsea. He's in the middle of a little triangle game of football at the moment with a couple of other his colleagues. Leeds dropping off and sitting very deep, inviting Chelsea into this match and letting them have the possession, letting them attack. And at the moment they've not been able to unlock the Leeds goal or the Leeds defence. They've had a couple of good, really good chances, but it's looking like Leeds are trying to play a counter-attacking game, and it's Manjosh Dillon is in. Hi, your mum said you can watch for a bit, no problem. Hello and welcome. Aronson, McKennie picks it up. It's Somerville. He's trying to play a pass back to McKennie, but he just couldn't find the angle or the space, and he's caught in possession in his own half. João Felix plays a lovely little ball to Hernandez. Sterling back in. Oh, they've hit the bar. Chelsea have hit the bar. And it's João Felix. He's causing all sorts of trouble for Leeds United with his movement and his in possession play today at the moment, and Leeds are struggling to cope with him. Hello, man, Josh Dillon, and bless you. It's a really frantic start as you're joining me. Hang on while I close that horrible door in the background. And it's a little side foot volley from João Felix, and it's beaten Meslier, but it's hit the crossbar for Chelsea, and gone flying back out. There was a resulting chance, but it went over the bar and wide. So a really lucky escape from Leeds, and Ayling's miscontrolled the ball, and Ayling's gone down, and it's been cut out. Thank Christ for that by Wöber. Wöber's cut it out. Aronson, McKennie, Adams. It's like the American trio there, isn't it? And it's away on the left-hand side at the minute for Chelsea, and they are in possession just on the halfway line. There's been an infringement against Raheem Sterling. Looks like it's McKennie who's the guilty party, and Sterling picks himself up and just goes trudging off. Referee's not given a yellow card for that, thankfully, so we're playing on, just waiting for Chelsea to get themselves lined up and take a free kick. 23 minutes into the game, and it's all, I'm afraid to say, it is all Chelsea, and I was hoping that we would try a little bit more and try and start attacking them, but Gracia's told them to drop off and let them play, let them have the possession, try and keep them out. I think for the first half is the message from Gracia, unless he decides to change the tactics during this opening half, I think. There's a long ball up. It's gone through past Luke Ayling, and there's a stunning challenge, I think, there from Robin Koch, and it was just about to pull the trigger again. I think it's luckily it's kicked away. Thank Christ for that. Wöber and Koch are having a very busy day, I'll tell you. It's a very busy day for them. 2 banks of 4 at the of Leeds players on the edge of the 18-yard box, and Fernandez has a strike at Mellier's goal, but it's no trouble for Meslier, isn't that? It's more or less straight at him. He takes a little step to his right, catches the ball, and then drops to the floor. Yeah, Chelsea are playing. They've played a couple of long diagonal balls into João Felix, and it's causing Leeds all sorts of problems because no one knows who should be picking who up. I think there's a bit of communication. Ayling's a little bit all over the place. Aronson, Aronson just can't take it down and control the ball. And Koulibaly's had a slip at the back, and the keeper's come out, and his keeper's managed to clear it up the left-hand side as they're playing, and Chelsea are playing from my right to left as we're looking at the moment. Interestingly, they're wearing blue socks and the home kit, and there's a slip by, I think, is it Firpo? And against Raheem Sterling, but luckily Firpo manages to recover, and Tyler Adams has miscommunicated again, and he should have got into that ball, but he's let it go across him. Chelsea have picked it up, and it's gone all the way across the Leeds 18-yard box, and it's all about Leeds defending at the minute. Oh, and there's another mistake. Jesus Christ. Somerville just plays the ball out from the Leeds 18-yard box just beyond the halfway line, and it's gone out for a Chelsea throw-in. It is, man, Josh, if you're watching, it is 100. Oh, you're not watching. I think you've gone now. But it looks like it is all Chelsea at the minute. Leeds are under a lot of pressure. 26 minutes and 15 at the moment. So it's a really, really one-sided game. Chelsea are completely dominating the play. The Leeds players are just looking to stud off their Chelsea counterparts at the minute, just making sure that they're not doing enough and stopping them from scoring. Just to recap, Chelsea have had 3 or 4 good chances. They've failed to score. They've hit the bar, and Mellier's proved critical in nets for us today so far, saving a couple of good efforts from João Felix in particular, and Chelsea are on the attack again, and Ayling, it's a ball off Ayling, and it's gone for a Chelsea throw-in, but the Leeds fans and the players have got their hands up. They're claiming a handball. The referee says there's nothing going on that, and he's given a Chelsea throw-in. Luke Ayling's looking absolutely shattered. He's had to do a lot of running in this first half, and he's very, very busy, and Chelsea are very interested in coming down Ayling's side of the pitch, which is their left, it's our right. Ayling the right back. Fofana, edge of the 18-yard, about 35 yards out, and it's gone across to the far side now. Loftus-Cheek tries a little run through, a little poke of a ball, but it's gone in completely the wrong direction, almost out for a goal kick, but Mellier's over there to quickly collect the ball, and he bowls it out, and I think it's McKennie, and McKennie's about to get caught in possession, but he manages to pass it to find another Leeds player. And Leeds need to be much better. Oh, there's a tackle there in the middle of the park. It's on Tyler Adams, but his referee waves play on, says it's an okay challenge. The ball is now on the left-hand side, and it's in the halfway in the Leeds half, but the Chelsea players are knocking it around. Leeds players just dropping off a little bit. They're just trying to keep goal side of the Chelsea players and keep them tied up, make sure that there's no easy or obvious balls for them to play long. Sterling's picked it up, he's on the right side now, but Aronson nearly caught a surprise pass by a Chelsea player there. Unfortunately, Aronson couldn't latch onto it. Nobody up there to hold the ball up for Leeds at the minute. It's just Rutter, and it looks like he's put Aronson up alongside him for the time being. Aronson's playing a little bit more advanced position compared to the rest of the midfield. Thiago looks on from the Chelsea bench. We're just looking at Thiago at the moment. And Leeds are again faffing around, playing these short goal kicks. It doesn't even look like they're interested in attacking Chelsea at the moment. We've had a couple of forays into their 18-yard box, but no real clear chances for Leeds. No opening up. But at the moment, Chelsea have not made any mistakes, and now it's time for Leeds to attack. Ayling plays a ball in. Oh, Aronson! He just gets caught under the Chelsea player's boots. Bounces up into the hands of the keeper. So a really good little breakaway there for Leeds. And it's a shame Ayling didn't just... Aronson just didn't square that ball to McKennie, who was unmarked just by the penalty spot for Leeds. And it's a really unfortunate thing that Aronson didn't pass that over to McKennie, because he was on his own, unmarked. Oh no. Oh my God. And there's a ball over the top to João Felix again, I think. And it's to Chilwell. And Chilwell's come down the left-hand side where Ayling should be. And I think it's Verber who's played him on. And there's nobody there marking him, and Chilwell tries to take it on the volley, but it goes flying wide past Mellier's goal. What is going on that right-hand side? We're going to have to be a little bit more stubborn there with these Chelsea players. They're having it way too easy down that right side of the Leeds United defence at the moment, and Luke Ayling needs a bit of support, and I think he's got that now with a bit of with Tyler Adams going over. There's a ball across the box to Firpo from Woba. Leeds are just trying to get the foot on the ball, get a bit of possession. And it's Tyler Adams going forward with Aronson. And Aronson plays a little 1-2. Oh, he's trying to get it in, but he's gone down as Aronson under a challenge. And Junior Firpo's gone down. He's holding his shins a little bit. So Aronson does really well getting to the dead ball line. He just tries to play a cross in to Somerville. But unfortunately, Somerville just couldn't get the... He played it into Firpo. Firpo couldn't just get the purchase on it. And literally every single Chelsea player, bar two, is stood around the Chelsea goalkeeper. And it's a lovely corner in, but it's headed back out. And Ayling's thinking about an overhead kick, and Chelsea are going to break out here if we're not careful. And Firpo has got Raheem Sterling in his back pocket. Firpo's doing a really good job on Raheem Sterling. And it's gone back now to the Chelsea defenders, who are just knocking it around a little bit. They're not in any sort of hurry to play forward, to play on or anything like that. Loftus-Cheek down the right hand side now. So it's all happening down there. Leeds are not having a great time of it. They've had a couple of little forays into the Chelsea box. But at the moment, they're doing quite well. Fofana and Caballero and Badawashi are having no trouble containing or having to deal with Leeds. But there's a foul. And I think it's Loftus-Cheek. It's Fofana. He's about to get a yellow card. I think it's on Somerville. And he reaches his long leg across Somerville as Somerville just shifts his body to the right and tries to go past him, but he brings him down. And it's a clear yellow card, and the referee's done quite well to keep his yellow cards in his pocket up until now, the 34th minute. Leeds holding their own at the moment against this Chelsea side. They're having problems. They're huffing and puffing at Chelsea. They should have scored by now. Lovely bit of skill by Rutter, but he just can't get round the defender. And Tyler Adams again makes a lovely challenge to win the ball back for Leeds. Leeds starting to come back into it now this last couple of minutes. Perhaps that's part of the game plan. Let Chelsea run about for 30 minutes. Try and keep them at bay. There's another challenge. It looks like it's a head challenge on... or is that a cop to bump on the head there? It's Tyler Adams. He's down. He's halfway inside the Chelsea half. Just about 5 yards away from the... about 6 or 7 yards away from the centre circle. And what happened there? I think he's gone down, and perhaps it's Enzo who's not Fernandez, I think it is, who's brought him down. Or there's a few words between him. And the Leeds United away end are singing the Willie Nonto song again in its full glory. And Rutte picks the ball up. There's a player down in the centre circle. Not sure who it is because the camera angle is now way up in the Chelsea edge. And there's another foul. And Leeds Somerville has won a free kick on the edge of the 18-yard box. And the referee, I'm not sure, is he going for a yellow card? It's Somerville again. Yeah. Chelsea keeper's lining his wall up, and I imagine there's going to be a bit of a debate. It looks like it's Harrison that's over the top of it. Harrison's not really featured that much yet for us. Not been on the ball that often, but a lot of this play is coming down this Chelsea left side, so Harrison isn't really involved that much at the minute. But now he's got a chance of a free kick. Him and Aronson are having a committee meeting. It's right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Harrison, and it goes over the bar. What a disappointment. Goes over the bar. Just tries to get a bit of whip on it, but it doesn't come down quickly enough for Harrison. I mean, I don't know why they bothered with these types of free kick all week. If we're struggling to hit the target during training, just play the short ball, play a little pass through, something to catch these other players off guard because they all think he's going to strike. A little bit of variation is needed in the free kick department, I think. And Somerville picks up the ball. Aronson to Somerville. It's a lovely little pass because he was shoved again there, was Aronson. And Somerville's trying to get that ball back to Aronson, but he can't just get it, and he's knocked off again. Physical, strong side, these Chelsea guys. Very, very tall, very imposing, and Leeds need to really get a grip here and start knocking them about a bit. They're having it way too easy, way too good at the moment. It's 38 minutes on the clock. And it's Junior Firpo halfway line with a throw-in. Ball gets played back and across the pitch. Now it's Robin Koch, I think, who's on it, yeah. Sometimes it's difficult to see who it is because the screen goes a little bit blurry. Aronson and a few. There's a couple of the TV commentators are making remarks that the Chelsea crowd are getting a little bit frustrated with their team. Quite a few boos are being heard in the crowd, and there's a lovely little ball through for Rutte, but it's not. It's cut out, and he just can't control it quickly enough. Chilwell goes chasing through for a long ball that's gone through, but it's back to Meslier. Meslier plays it out to Wöber, who plays it to Eiling. McKennie. And Chelsea now are starting to sit back. They're dropping off and inviting Leeds onto them. So all we have to do now is just try and suck them out of position. And just try and hit them with a little goal here before half time. That'd be lovely if we could do that. Nothing really happening for Leeds. They've allowed Chelsea to come at them, allowed Chelsea the possession, allowed them the chances, and that's an odd ball by Meslier out to Ayling. But it's played nicely up by Koch to Somerville. Somerville shoved in the back once, twice by João Felix. A bit of frustration creeping in for the Chelsea players. As Somerville wins a free kick, it's just beyond the halfway line. On the right hand side, and João Felix is looking a little bit fed up, wondering why he's even out on that Chelsea team. Probably praying that he's back where he came from. Free kick's taken, and it's Rutte. He tries to play a little ball down the outside for Aronson, but Aronson won't reach it. It goes for a Chelsea goal kick. It's taken quickly. Graham Potter at the moment is being focused on, and a lot of he's getting a bit of stick off the Chelsea fans by the look of it, and he's up off his dugout shouting and screaming at the Chelsea players. He's wanting them to move around, but bear in mind they are fielding a weakened starting 11 today at Chelsea. It's not a lot of key players missing for them, and that's only good news for Leeds. But publicly, apparently, he's been given 2 games. This is one of 2 to get 3 points, or certainly to get a win. And Sterling on the edge of the Leeds 18-yard box. Leeds crowding the 18-yard box, making sure that Sterling doesn't have an easy outlet. It's crossed over, but Ayling wins it, and Mellier's out quickly to stop the ball going for a Chelsea corner. Meslier goes walking for a long walk around in his 18-yard box, and it's frustration tactics, I think, from Leeds. We're just here to frustrate them, make them work for the ball, make them run about, tire them out a little bit. And I think hopefully we'll see. Oh, there's a lovely ball there, but Aronson spins from it, and he's hoping it's going over the top. Somerville picks it up. It's a lovely little ball onto Adams, but there's nobody with Adams, and Adams has got a few yards to run forward with it. Passes it to Aronson, and Aronson's lost possession. And Sterling plays the ball. And he's trying to play João Felix in, but it's easily won by Luke Ayling. Heads it to Robin Cog, who proceeds up to the halfway line. Rutte plays a lovely little ball through, and it's Aronson. He's at the byline. He's holding it up. He's trying to find a Leeds player, but there's nobody there. There's no Leeds players there. And that was a lovely, lovely little ball through, and it just showed the pace of Somerville there. And Koulibaly saved the day for Chelsea, but Ayling's out of position. He's back over there. Someone needs to get on that João Felix and stop him from creating any more havoc for Leeds United, for Chelsea. And Chilwell down this left-hand side are having a lot of joy. Koulibaly is against Aronson, and plays a lovely ball in. He's trying to find one of the Leeds players there at the back post. I can't see who it was. He's trying to find Jack Harrison, but Jack Harrison isn't quick enough at getting in and across the front of the defender. Unlucky for Leeds, but the signs are there that we can have a go at this lot if we want to. We've just chosen not to at the moment. We've spent a lot of time sitting at the back, sitting off Chelsea, and now Chelsea is sitting off Leeds. And that's a lovely little ball again by Somerville. It just gets caught by the Chelsea defender. Adams. Cock plays it up to Somerville. Somerville's coming across. He's worked a little bit of space there. Somerville, but he's skipped away from Koulibaly. Oh! And it's Jack Harrison who's drilled the ball in across the 6-yard box. It's saved by the keeper very smartly, and it's a good job he did, because if he hadn't done, there's a Leeds player there following in, and it would have been a goal. But you know, Leeds are showing Chelsea that, you know, we can threaten you if you don't bury us. We're going to come at you this second half, and I think the second half is going to be very different, and I think the manager's going to be feeling a little bit more confident about going after these 3 points. Gracia will be noting every single move of Chelsea, and the referee has called an end, has he? Yeah. No, he hasn't called an end. It's a Leeds free kick, and it's 46 minutes now, and it's 1 minute of extra time is over. I suspect that the referee's going to give 3 whistles as soon as Meslier takes this kick. Yeah, there we go. That's it, and that'll do for Leeds. It's 1 point so far. We're definitely capable of getting 3 down there. We've spent a lot of time defending, a lot of time chasing Chelsea around or holding Chelsea out. Chelsea have expanded a lot of energy in that first half. Chris Somerville being the notable player for us, as well as Rutte. He's played some lovely little balls in and around his Rutte, so he's the man to get on the ball today, I think. And the camera now shows the players, both teams, heading back down the tunnel. There's a camera actually in the tunnel, so we can see them going back down there. And Chelsea fans and players and the management are getting more and more frustrated, and that's going to play right into the hands of Leeds United in this first half of football. And it's been a half of defending for Leeds, a very big half of defending. We've weathered a very, very big storm there from a very frustrated set of Chelsea players and fans. Just to go over the results today so far: Man City 2, Newcastle 0, Arsenal 0, Bournemouth 1, Villa 1, Palace 0, Brighton 1, West Ham 0. Wolves and Spurs is on the 47th minute of the first half, and it's 0-0 at that venue. Later today, Southampton take on Leicester at home. Possession 58% Chelsea. Somehow, I mean, I don't know how Leeds are 42% possession. I can't think that that's true at all. Trouble for Leeds though is shots. Chelsea 8, Leeds 3. 2 shots on target for Chelsea, 0 for Leeds. It's 4 corners versus 3 corners for Chelsea, and same for 4 fouls for Chelsea, 2 fouls for Leeds. So it's all to play for this second half. A couple of the Chelsea pundits were giving Chelsea a 100% chance of a win here. It's not been easy for them. Leeds have frustrated them, but Chelsea have dominated Leeds completely there in that first half, I think. I mean, whether we get some new stats coming through or not, but those are the ones I can see at the moment. And it must be time for a cup of tea, so I shall now be back in a moment. Enjoy the little bits of music, then I'll leave you. And yeah, if you've got any comments or anything like that, shove them in the comments box, and I'll answer them or help wherever I possibly can.
desperate to get back and really challenge for the title. If they were to lose that game, they would probably lock them out.
Yes, hello, welcome back. It's not a great performance from Leeds in terms of attacking, but it is a very good performance in terms of defending. Leeds have been very, very lucky. Chelsea, very unlucky. They've hit the bar. They've had some very good shots stopped by Ilian Meslier in this first half. And they are definitely, or have been, the dominant team in this first half. I thought the possession stats in the beginning were in the first 15 minutes. I think they were all over us, but Leeds have come back into it very slowly and later on in the first half, and it seems that I think that's probably the manager's plan, just to weather the storm, try and play nice, tight, compact football. But Leeds have been caught a couple of times. Fofana is on a yellow card for Chelsea, and there's no yellow cards yet for Leeds United. Having said that, Archie Gray is on the bench today. Fernandes, Greenwood, Nonto, Christensen, Robles, Strauch, Javi and Roca are the substitutes. So a lot of different options there for Gracia if he wants to make some changes, and I think he probably will. He'll probably see how it goes the first 15-20 minutes before, and I think probably both managers would then be advised to start making some adjustments to the team, start making adjustments to the formation, etc. And it seems that at the moment they're not reporting anything about subs or anything like that. We're not getting any news from Stamford Bridge because this one isn't a featured game, so there's no half-time commentary at this end. If you know better than me, though, let me know in the comments box, and I'll be happy with that information. Meslier, Ayerling, Koch, Wober, Firpo is your back four, and obviously the goalkeeper Adams, McKennie playing the holding midfield roles. Somerville, Aronson, Harrison playing the attacking midfield roles, supporting Rutter, who is up front for Leeds United today. What do you think about the game? Do you have any opinions? Would you agree with what I've said? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments, whatever you think. It's always interesting to hear from you, and of course, I look forward to hearing from anybody who joins my stream. I do keep getting some people joining, but they come and go. It is what it is, as they say. And at the moment, it looks like the TV broadcast is just queuing up. We're getting some visuals from Stamford Bridge. A lot of the subs are out on the pitch, knocking the ball around. Ball boys, etc., are out there as well, and they are scheduled to come out any moment now for the second half of this game. A totally dominant performance by Chelsea. Chances very few and far between from Leeds, but we've seemed to be dropping, or we've dropped off them a lot in this first half, but it looks like Potter's told the Chelsea players to turn the ball over and drop off a little bit, try and give them a bit of a rest. Ayling and Somerville are having a conversation coming out of the tunnel. The Chelsea players are out now on the pitch. The Leeds players just on the way out now as it happens. Honourable mention to the Milton Keynes Whites, Mark Lee Adam, and your flag has been featured on the TV there just as the players are coming out. We're looking at Chris Somerville at the moment. He's doing some little warm-up routines, kicking both of his legs high up above his head. Very, very fit guy he is, and very fast. And he's terrified the Chelsea defenders in this first half when he has picked the ball up. And I'm pretty sure that if Leeds decide they're going to attack a little bit more in this second half, we can definitely find some purchase, and I'm sure we'll definitely find a goal in this first half. Chelsea have had all the chances. Leeds, not one chance on goal yet, or one shot on goal, so plenty to play for and plenty of improvement. But I think the boss has literally just said to them, defend. It looks like they're doing the same again in the start of the second half. The Leeds players have dropped a little bit deeper. They're not pursuing the ball as much as what they should be doing, and we're not trying to win back possession with any urgency from the Chelsea players. So it's an interesting start. Interesting start for Leeds, and it's tossed wide to Loftus-Cheek, and I think it's Sterling now. Has it come on this near side? Yeah, he has. Oh, and there's a ball there. Tyler Adams stretching. He just couldn't reach it, and there's a hole opened up in the Leeds defence. And Firpo's hopefully going to get over there and save the day. And Chelsea are trying to play it back by the byline, but it's clipped over high and wide by Raheem Sterling. He's looking very frustrated, and Leeds were trying to, I don't know what they were doing there, but a bit of a hole opened up in the defence and Chelsea latched onto the ball. And luckily Aronson does enough just to hold Sterling up. But Sterling stands up and then he tries to have a smack at it, and he luckily gets too much underneath the ball and it goes over Mellier's net. And there's a lovely ball up there by McKennie, but it's just caught out by the defenders. And the Leeds midfielder high up the pitch. McKennie's down, and we've got 4 at the back, and it's 3 on 4 at the moment. And luckily, I think that's Ayling who makes the interception. Firpo's over there as well, and Firpo's playing left on this near side at the minute. He plays a ball out, but it's a no ball. And Rutter tries to intercept a pass, but it goes straight back to a Chelsea player when he does. So Fernandez plays it out wide to the left hand side. That's the far side as we're looking now. Leeds kicking from left to right. Chilwell and Ayling are having a bit of a friendly chat down there. Wondering if they have some kind of connection. They obviously know each other quite well, I would imagine, by the look of that. Ball is defended though, but nicely by Leeds. It comes out, and Chelsea start building again from just inside the Leeds half. The Leeds crowd are shouting, "We all love Leeds," chanting, "We all love Leeds." There's not much of a reply from the Chelsea fans. They seem to have quietened down a lot compared to the first half. They're probably getting a bit frustrated, a little bit worried. And we're starting to hear the Leeds fans now a lot more in this second half. So it's a good sign that we're we're managing to suppress Chelsea, quieten them down a little bit, drag them down a little bit, try and rough them up. Loftus-Cheek now on this right side for Chelsea. I think that's Sterling. He's got Sterling dropping deep there, has he? No, he hasn't. Leeds holding a bank of 4, bank of 3, and then a bank of 2 players, just holding out Chelsea, just making them try and work the ball a little bit. Fofana plays a lovely ball in, but it's intercepted, and Rutte brings the ball away, but he does a little step over, manages to keep possession, but Leeds are struggling to play out from the back. There's nobody up front at the moment for them, but Rutte and Somerville have made those runs ahead of the rest of the team, and they're now back on the halfway line. So it's definitely a defensive posture, and Sterling has got away from, I think it's Adams or McKennie, and he's given them the slip, and he's gone down. I think Wober actually has gone down injured. Sorry, Wober gives Sterling a little clip, but there was a foul there on Firpo and a lot of the Leeds players saying, well, Sterling fouled Firpo first before Wober fouled Sterling, so why are you giving that free kick? So the referee is now giving a free kick 10 yards in advance of where a foul took place, and he's giving it to Chelsea. It should have been a Leeds free kick before this ball even got to where it should be. And Chris Somerville's laying on the floor. Mellier's lining up the wall with McKennie taking direct instructions off Meslier. And the wall just taking a few steps to the left. And there's some talent over this free kick here. Meslier will have to be on his best game here, because they're going for a short Chelsea. And it's Fernandes, and it's just over Mellier's goal by about 1 metre. So it's a really promising start from Chelsea, unfortunately. I hate to say this, Leeds are dropping off. They're encouraging Chelsea to come at them and spending more time defending, and you would think that the manager would be happy with a point here, but with Chelsea's scoring record and defensive record over recent months, we should certainly be having a good bit more of a go at them, and I'm wondering if Gracia will change things up again in the last 10-15 minutes, making a few subs. Got Nonto on the bench. I'd like to see Archie Gray coming on for us, to be honest with you. We need someone who can thread a ball, have a bit of skill, take a player on. Archie Gray's the man. Or the boy, should I say. I think he's only about 17. Chelsea have won a free kick through João Felix, and it's come off Tyler Adams. It's Chelsea 5 corners to Leeds' 3 at the moment. I think it's Chilwell who's going to take it. He's taken quite a few set pieces for him today, and there's a goal for Chelsea! And it's a clean header. It's a clean header from about 10 yards out, and unfortunately Chelsea have scored. All of that defending now means that Leeds United are going to have to go chasing this game. And it's Fofana who looks like he's the scorer, and cheers of relief around Stamford Bridge, but it's 52 minutes is the goal, and Gracia's game plan is now going to have to change. And Fofana's come running from deep. He's untracked, and he's got in behind McKennie, and McKennie's not had a chance really about getting there. He's got his hand on his shoulders. He's got a bit of extra leverage going up to win the header. It's a very good header. Meslier scrambling across with one arm reached high, can't get to it, can't fingertip it. he's gone beyond the ball as it flies into the roof of the net for Chelsea. So Fofana's registered at 53 minutes as that, but it went in on the 52nd. Leeds have to up the game now. There's no doubt about it. Chelsea have got the tails up. They're trying to a bit of an injection of belief, I think, is the best way to say it for Chelsea. I think Todd Boehly looks quite happy with that. Potter looks a bit relieved, but he's got his hands crossed. Rutter, Somerville, Koch, Ayling to, I think, who's that? Is it Rutter again? Or it could be McKennie, actually. Yeah, it's McKennie. McKennie's won a little free kick for us there, just inside the Chelsea half. Takes a short one very quickly to Koch. Ayling plays it in, but he's cut out by the Chelsea defence again. Chelsea are playing it back now to the goalkeeper, who plays it long, and manager's not panicking yet. There's no sign of any subs. Possession so far 81%, 19%. That's the second half possession, by the way. So 81% possession so far in this first half. Sorry, this second half, and we're on 55 minutes. So that's a 10. Oh, there's a clip there on, and it's across the back of the ankles of Rutter, across his Achilles, I think, and I hope he's all right, because that wasn't. Yeah, he's clipped him just on his left ankle. It should be all right. But it's brought Rutter down. And it looks like Leeds have won a corner ball, I think, through a long ball that's hit Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling's tried to hit it across first time. It's ricocheted up off the Chelsea left back, and Robin Koch makes his way into the Chelsea 18-yard box. And Robin Koch's having a bit of a pushing and shoving match with, I think it's João Felix, is it? Or Joel? Harrison plays it short. It's a 1-2 between him and Somerville. Harrison tosses it in, but there's loads of Chelsea players. There's a shove in the back there on the Leeds player. Tyler Adams comes in, has a clip. Oh, and he's just bent it round the far post of the Chelsea goal. It's an absolutely beautiful little shot. The referee got in the way as Tyler Adams is coming onto this. It got a little bit stuck under his feet, and he came in and he just had a little clip, and he's beaten the keeper, and the keeper's looking, hoping that's sailing wide. It's not far. It's a lovely little effort from Tyler Adams. And even at 1-0 down, I'm still confident that we can get a goal or two here against this weakened Chelsea team if we decide to have a go at them and really start turning the screw, or having winning back possession and start harrying them and hassling them. We're standing off of them a little bit too much, I think. We're not challenging them enough when they've got the ball. And I think that's not to do with the players playing poorly. I think that's something more to do with the manager who's given those instructions to the Leeds players. It's going up now to the Chelsea. It's a cut out ball as Leeds were attacking. And that's a lovely cross-field ball from Chelsea. And they've played that diagonal ball a number of times across over towards Ayling's side of the pitch, and it seems to me that Chelsea are going down that Leeds right flank and attacking at Luke Ayling, and they've done that quite a lot this afternoon. Fernandez. Oh, and it's a ball in, but it's cut out by Koch. And Aronson loses possession in the middle of the park again. And Chelsea are picking it up with Loftus-Cheek. Jack Harrison's trying to chase him down, but he doesn't. It's cut out by Firpo. And a nice little ball by Firpo. And it's McKennie running through to Rutter, but Rutter's just stood too close to McKennie. McKennie's looking for a pass, but Somerville's managed to pick it up. And Somerville's looking for a pass, but there's nobody to pass it to. There's no movement for Leeds ahead of him. And there's a foul there in the back of Rutter, but the referee doesn't give it. Rutter chases back at it. Leeds are starting now to start challenging these Chelsea players when they pick up the ball. And Somerville's picked up the ball. He's on the edge of the 18-yard box. And Somerville plays a ball across, but it's... Oh, Christ. It's Tyler Adams plays a... Oh, McKennie. I think it's McKennie who's played a ball behind. Adams is sat deep at the moment. So it is McKennie. There's a lovely ball there, and Jack Harrison plays across, and it's really deep. It's gone to Luke Ayling at the back post. Oh, God. And Rutter has a clean chance in front of goal, and it lands right at his feet from Luke Ayling. And all he's got to do is find a bit of direction, but he finds the wrong direction, Rutter, and unfortunately it ricochets off the defender's legs. Takes enough pace off it that the keeper manages to dive on to the ball for Chelsea, and it's a really, really good chance for Leeds, a really good foray, and it will go down, I think, that as a shot on goal, a shot on target, and I think that will I'm probably right thinking that would be our first shot on target this half after 1 hour of play for Leeds United, and it's looking increasingly like that we need to make a couple of subs here, and we need to start matching and challenging Chelsea and stop letting them boss the ball around so much. It's a really, really good effort from Rutter. He's in the right place, and it's a cracking ball in by Luke Ayling. Absolutely stunning ball. And it's an absolute cracker. So just whistle has blown. We're just finding out what that is, and it's Fofana. I think possibly there was a corner for Chelsea there, and it's a replay of the corner ball. Yeah, Fofana is it's a cracking header. It really is a cracking header. He's not done anything that constitutes a foul there for Chelsea. So as you'd expect, there's a couple of commentators on here that obviously Chelsea fans. They like talking about Chelsea. They're talking about Chelsea a lot. Oh, and there's a missing ball there for Leeds United, and Chelsea are on the counter-attack. It's 3-on-3. And Sterling goes on his own, and he bends a ball to Mellier's back post, but unfortunately for Sterling, it goes over. And thankfully for Leeds United, it remains 1-0. Thanks to Raheem Sterling's poor effort. It's not a little bit over, it's quite a way over. And Raheem Sterling will be kicking himself when he sees that one later today. He had plenty of options in the box, and he was greedy. He went on his own. And Rutter's getting a bit frustrated in the middle of the park. I think he probably feels that he's a bit isolated. He's not getting any help, and he can't do it all on his own. And I think it constitutes this a Leeds change in formation and change of plans, and we need to have a couple of subs on if we're going to get anything out of this game, whether it be a point or 3. And I don't think for a moment that we've spent a lot of time defending. We've set off Chelsea a little bit, but I don't think that's the players. I think that's the word from the manager that sit back, let them have the play. but the manager's not acting yet. We don't have any sign from the bench that he's asking any subs to come on. However, we haven't seen any of that, or we haven't heard any of that yet from the commentators. And the ball's broken out, and it's Rutte, but his referee gets in the way, and I think there's a bit of a foul on him there. He got clipped on the legs, but he managed to stay on his feet as he was trying to play the ball. João Felix and Sterling and Chilwell are having a bit of a blast, playing little triangles. According to this, Chelsea are making two changes at the moment, so yeah, looking likely now. I'm not sure what's happened there. Has there been a goal? We'll go over and have a look at that in a moment if there's a break in play. But there's another foul there by a Chelsea player. But refs wave play on. It's as the ball's with Adams, I think, and Leeds remain in possession of the ball. I think the referee has taken a note of that, and he's going to be calling the player over for a word when there's a break in play. Somerville, and he's through to Aronson. Oh God! Just pushed away from Somerville, but there was an offside. Unfortunately, a good little bit of play from Leeds, and a little threat there from Aronson. He's gone in, and he's just straight offside. He's straight offside as he's made that run to the byline. They're not I honestly think with a little change in the personnel out here, I think we can go out and I think we can get a goal against this Chelsea side. They've not done a lot to convince me that that they're any good at the back. There's the back three, and they've reverted to a back three at the moment. It looks like it, and there's even now miscommunication when there's no pressure on the ball from Leeds. They're literally just tapping the ball around. They're not too interested in going forward, Chelsea. Just more about keeping the possession, keeping Leeds off the ball, trying to suck Leeds out of position, and then I imagine then they're going to try and play a couple of quick balls up the pitch or a couple of long balls up the pitch. And there's a miss pass, and it looks like there's a foul as well. It's another foul, and Michael Oliver hasn't done anything about it. It's a foul on Jack Harrison, I think. But there is a double change coming from both teams here, and you're going to be quite pleased when you learn about the change that's coming for Leeds United. We'll talk about those in a moment. João Felix is going off, I think, for Chelsea. We're just waiting some confirmation from the ground. They're taking the time over this change of the players. João Felix isn't, and João Felix and Raheem Sterling are coming off. So Raheem Sterling, one of the bigger threats for Chelsea, is being taken off the pitch. His day's work's done, and it's Gallagher and Zakaria who are coming on for Chelsea. And Conor Gallagher, of course, the player in the news. A player who's in the spotlight quite a lot recently. Rutte has come off for Leeds, and so has Aronson. And Joseph has come on for Leeds, and so has Willie Gnonto, who picks up the ball immediately and starts running at the Chelsea midfield and the defence. And Willie Gnonto goes in and him and Firpo double team on one of the Chelsea players, and it's looking like I think he's going to make a couple of more changes here with the formation. We're going to talk about that in a moment. There's nothing too apparent, but there's a bit of controversy here. The Leeds fans are going mad at the Chelsea keeper for time wasting. He's picking the ball up, repositioning it, faffing about and doing anything he can to waste a few seconds. And the Leeds fans are straight onto him. Somerville. Oh, that's a lovely ball through. Can Willie Nonto get onto it? He can't. He's just beaten to it by the defender. And it's a shame. It's such a shame because Willie Nonto was tearing onto that ball there. And Leeds have picked up possession again, just beyond the halfway line. It's a quick ball up through to Joseph, but he's not able to pick the ball up, I don't think. Nonto, little header. Firpo out to the left. It's Jack Harrison, who's now gonna. And Loftus-Cheek has obstructed Jack Harrison there. He's not happy with it. There's a little triangle going between the Chelsea players again, and Joseph is in there putting some pressure on him. And finally, a foul gets given against Chelsea, and Jack Harrison has won the foul. He spots the ball up. He's going to take it quickly against Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but Loftus-Cheek is doing anything he can to stall Jack Harrison from taking this free kick quickly. Someone needs to get in there and ruffle Loftus-Cheek's feathers a little bit. He's having it a bit too easy today, I think, so far, and it's going to be a kick from the left-hand side. And it looks like it's Somerville or Harrison going to take it. Harrison with a left ball. Oh, and it's a header. It looks like there's a deflection. And it's McKennie, I think, who's got to it. But it looks... Yeah, he can't... He's come across on the front post as McKennie, but it's just gone wide of the Chelsea goal. And... another warning from Leeds United that we're going to come after you now. I think this last 20 minutes, you lot have done enough, and it's our turn now to try and pick you lot apart, pick you open. And I'm quite confident that with the personnel that we've got on that pitch, we're more than capable of doing it. It just takes that final ball. And it's Nonto and Harrison. Harrison picks the ball up. He's gone for a Leeds throw in. Harrison passes it over to Firpo to take Firpo. Harrison. Firpo again. And Firpo can't just find the right ball. There's a good bit of blocking play on Jack Harrison there onto Loftus-Cheek, and there's a lovely long ball up the front there to Willie Nonto, but he can't just get it. It's a little bit too high for him. The defender clears it away, and it's deep inside the Chelsea half now, and Leeds have another throw in, and it's away on the far side of the Stamford Bridge, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to get a goal here, because this Chelsea back four aren't the best, and they're not really communicating very well, and when they are communicating, the communication isn't very good. So I'm hoping that we can get at least one goal against this weakened Chelsea side. The ball's come out now, and it's Ayling into Harrison, plays it on the outside to Firpo. Firpo just gets bundled off the ball, and it's gone for... Has the referee given a goal kick? Yeah, he has. He's given a goal kick. I mean, the referee, it's Loftus-Cheek literally just went over there and bundled Firpo. Made sure that he wasn't going to get to that ball. 72 minutes 40 on the clock where I am. We're looking at this match, and it's a Chelsea goal kick. The keeper's taking plenty of time over this one. And it lands in the middle of the park to Conor Gallagher, who's brought down by inadvertently by Junior Firpo, who's gone in to try and win the ball initially. He's on his knees, and then he's trying to get up, and Conor Gallagher goes over the top of him on the turn. So yeah, it's wide now with Chelsea. It's on the far side of Stamford Bridge. as we're looking, and that's a fairly quick back pass to the Chelsea goalkeeper, who manages to deal with it, but it's only come up as far as McKennie, but he's managed to intercept it again, and McKennie's moving forward. Harrison plays a first time cross into the box, and it's way too deep. It's gone out for a goal kick, and there's literally no chance anybody's going to get anywhere near that. Take your time, Jack. Concentrate and just take a little touch if you have to. Bring it inside. There's another substitution for Chelsea, and it's Kovacic. Is it Kovacic who's coming off? And it's a guy called Malago, I think, coming on. Kovacic. It might even be a double substitution like this. We're just going to wait for some confirmation, because the camera's switching all over the place. Chukwuemeka is coming on. Chukwuemeka is coming on for Chelsea. So it's and that's 3 subs to Chelsea, 2 for Leeds. Yeah. Yeah. So Leeds are starting to come back into this game now. There's a little bit of pressure being applied by them as this second half starts to wear on. It's a Chelsea throw-in at the moment. It's right on the halfway line. And there's a bit of a wrestling match going on there between, I think it's Wober and one of the other Chelsea players, but the referee waves play on. Said didn't see any foul play, just some rough challenges going in. And it's a lovely crossfield ball. Firpo, Harrison, Nonto plays it inside. Leeds are knocking the ball about quite well now. A couple of little runs being made, and Nonto's in the box. It's a long ball into Nonto, but he just can't get to it. Oh, and there's a bit of a miscommunication between Koch and Wober at the back. And Conor Gallagher's running forward. He's picked it up. And it's Makaka. Oh my God, the subs just had it got stuck under his foot and he couldn't release it for a shot, and it's gone back up the other end. Willie Nonto on the ball. He plays a little ball into Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison's just a little bit behind it. Oh, God, Leeds. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, he's just Nonto's just played the ball on outside of his boot, open to pick out Harrison, who's a few yards away. He's running in, and it's just got behind Jack Harrison as he's played it in, I think. We might see another replay of that, I don't know, but we'll see in a minute. And there's another through ball by Chelsea, but luckily Ilian Millier's out to the edge of his 18-yard box to collect it. Yeah. Leeds should have had at least a shot on target there, but just due to a ball that was a little bit out of Harrison's reach, it didn't play it into his stride or anything, because Harrison was being closely marked and tracked, and I think it just went. The best way to say it is it just went behind Harrison. Loftus-Cheek down the right-hand side on the edge of the 18-yard box for Chelsea. It's tossed in, and luckily Ilian Millier's out there again, who bowls the ball out now to Luke Ayling. Things are starting to get a little bit open, a little bit wider from Leeds and a little from Chelsea as well. The players are all looking absolutely shattered. And Nonto, McKennie, Adams, Firpo, Adams again. Adams is playing a little bit more on the left side at the minute, and that's a nice ball by Nonto down the line to Harrison. Harrison plays it back to Nonto. Oh no! And Nonto just can't get the control of the ball, but he's claimed he's brought down. And the Leeds fans are going absolutely mental, appealing for a penalty. It's just inside the Chelsea 18-yard box. Chelsea break with Gallagher, who tosses a ball into Chilwell. Chilwell first time into the Leeds box, but unfortunately for Chelsea, Ilian Meslier is there, and there's no blue shirts. And that's another great ball by Nonto, I think, and he's back down the park, but now he's making up to Somerville. Somerville with a shot, and it just comes off the player's back. Leeds are really cranking up the pressure now on Chelsea. It's Nonto. Little ball on the inside to Adams. Nonto again. Somerville to Nonto. It's down to the line, but the defenders come across Nonto. And the ref is having a bit of a chat with him, saying that Nonto brought him down. He's like, well, he came across the front of me, and then he went flying off to the advertising hoarding. It was Loftus-Cheek, which I'm quite glad about. Someone knocking Loftus-Cheek about. Jack Harrison is making way for Sam Greenwood. There might also be another substitution here as well for Leeds. No, it's just one sub, and Sam Greenwood's on for Jack Harrison. And perhaps the Gracia is a little bit disillusioned with Jack Harrison. He's made played a few bad balls over the last few minutes. Perhaps it's time for Jack just to have a little bit of a rest. And we need to try and at least pick a point up here. Any sort of point from this game will be great news for Leeds United. And there's a long ball up, and Willie Nonto looks like he's going to challenge Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who takes out a steward, and the steward literally goes head over heels after running into the train of Willie Nonto. And Nonto's going absolutely mental. I think he's not happy with the ball that was played to him. It was probably had a little bit too much on it. It's gone out for a Chelsea throw-in, and the young lady steward who's there, who's just been bowled over by Loftus-Cheek, I think it is. I'm glad to report she's up and she's all right. But Leeds have picked the ball up again, and it's another bad ball, and it's another really wasted opportunity. And it's Sam Greenwood this time, just trying to knock it off onto the right-hand side, but we're just struggling to find that final pass in this final third. And as soon as you do play it, the Chelsea lads are onto it. Shots on target, apparently Leeds 0. Well, that's not true. That can't be true. I mean, Rutter had a shot. It was saved. Are they trying to make us look bad? Anyway, they're out there, they're trying their best, and Somerville has, I think, won a corner for us. So it's more pressure for Leeds United on this Chelsea team, and Somerville is down. I'm not too sure what's happened there. Has he been stood on? No, he's shoved, and he's gone into the advertising hoarding, I think, and he's hurt himself on the collision with the advertising hoarding. And there's a ball tossed in, and Nonto plays it out wide. And I think it's Ayling who tosses it into the back post, but Joseph can't get to it, unfortunately. It's a nice little ball in from tempting ball in. Another two substitutes coming on for Chelsea Football Club here. Yeah, there's a lot being said. I'm just reading a couple of Facebook comments here for on the Leeds United site. There's a lot of toxic stuff being said, shall we say? The fans, the keyboard warriors, are out in force again. Not happy with what they're seeing. But I think it's part of the game plan from the manager. I won't necessarily blame the players here. It looks like we've stood off Chelsea today quite a lot. It looks like that we're trying to stem the tide, stop them from scoring, and letting them dominate and have the possession. Now there's a bit of handbags between Chilwell and Adams. Millier's having to intervene and calm Chilwell down. Tyler Adams has done something there to annoy Chilwell. Referee's coming over. He's calmly coming over and having a look, see what's going on. And he's stopped Chilwell in his tracks from running away. He's called Tyler Adams over. Tyler out to hear his version of events. McKennie's there on the scene as well. And it's Chilwell. Something's been said, I think, between the two. Nonto, lovely little ball in. Firpo, oh, he's just gets it nicked off his feet. There's Firpo there, just as Leeds are about to start building an attack on the halfway line, but luckily he's got back into position, and Nonto's there again. He's intercepted a Chelsea pass, but it's gone out for a Chelsea throw in. It came off him. And it's 85 minutes now, if you're listening and if you're watching out there. I know there's somebody there, but I don't know who. So if that's you, hi. Unfortunately, it's not great for Leeds today. We're 1-0 down with 0 shots on target, according to the official stats, but that's not quite the case. We've had a few chances. We've definitely had at least one shot on target from Rutte. And as soon as I get the chance, I'll have a look at that. There's a lovely long ball down for Notto if he can reach it. And he's got to it on the byline. He's on his own, he's isolated, and he's been doubled up on by Chelsea. Firpo. And there's a foul. There's a foul there, but the referee's wave play on. Gallagher's got hold of the left hand of Greenwood. And oh no. And there's a lovely little dink crossing to the back post, and Luke Ayling's coming for a header, but he's just not able to get the direction on it. It's Junior Firpo on his own on the left, and it's Joseph and Ayling who've got in. Ayling's come charging in and on Joseph. But I think it looks like it's a Chelsea goal kick. Apparently there is an international break coming up in about 3 weeks, so it's going to be interesting for Leeds with all of our players away, and let's just hope that they get through the international break with no fresh injury problems for Gracia. Somerville's won a free kick, tries to take it quickly, but is prevented from doing so again by the Chelsea players, and that's a yellow card. There's another Chelsea player got in behind there, and I think it's Luke Ayling who's taken the free kick. Willie Nonto's tried to get to it, but he couldn't get to it. But the referee needs to get a grip of these Chelsea players. He came in from behind and shoved his left leg in across. I didn't see who it was. But that's a definite obstruction and a yellow card in my book. The Leeds fans have calmed down a little bit. They've gone a bit quiet. So if you're down there in on that, and that's a cracking ball over, and Ayling's chasing, and Robin Koch has done a tremendous job there at the back for us. and I think it's Gallagher who's played the ball, but that ball's gone out of play. That ball's gone out of play. The linesman didn't do anything, and Chelsea have had another chance there. The ball's gone back across the 18-yard box, and how the hell that has not been given for a goal kick, I'll never know. I mean, it looked like from this angle, it looked at least half a metre over the byline. The ball's gone back up the pitch now. It's going a million miles an hour, and Willie Nonto wants to be careful because I think that was a foul throw in. Cock. Ayling. It's on the right hand side now with Ayling. Leeds building again. Can they nick a goal in this last couple of minutes? And it's Nonto Chawa. Oh, and Chawa sticks a leg out and stops Nonto from Chikawa. Stops Nonto from crossing the ball in. And Leeds United now are running on fumes. They're really, really tired. Sam Greenwood is over there. He's taking the corner ball on this near side. Hands go up. And there it goes. It's in the box. I don't know. Oh, God, it's flashed. There was a little header and it's flashed straight across the Chelsea goal. And it's got out onto the far side, but there's more manhandling by the Chelsea defenders. I mean, they're a bunch of brutes, this lot. 4 minutes of added time for Leeds United to save a point, get a point out of this lot, and there's another foul. And this time, it's on Junior Firpo. And the referee's going to have to give a yellow card for that. It's by Havertz. The Chelsea fans are biting their nails because they know that Leeds United are desperate. They'll be happy with a point. We will be happy with a point if we get this. Greenwood tosses it in, and it's headed away, but only as far to the edge of the 18-yard box. And Leeds are trying their best, but they're not. Oh, there's a flash shot there. And it's a very, very good stop by good effort by Joseph. And it's stopped by the keeper on his near post. And he just picks it up and just bang, has a stab at it. And I don't know how it finds its way through to the goal. But this is what Leeds have got to resort to. They're going to have to start resorting to a couple of longer range efforts inside or outside that, just inside that 18-yard box. Because at the minute, Chelsea are packing that box full of players. And it just needs a moment of brilliance. And I think step up Sam Greenwood, someone like that, is going to... Nonto, someone like that, going to get on the edge of the 80-yard box and just give this keeper something to do. Smash it. Just go in there and smash it. 2 minutes remaining. The ball's down by the Leeds United corner flag. And Willie Nonto's hurrying the Chelsea players up. They're trying to time waste down in this corner. And that's a bad ball. Who's that? Robin Koch. And there's a bit of handbags again between Havertz and Willie Nonto. Junior Firpo again this time. Same little bit of handbags there. And McKennie just takes about 6 yards extra with his throw in, and it looks like another foul throw in that the linesman's missed. I mean, Chelsea are playing the game here today, and Gallagher's gone to take it over to the corner flag, and there's a lovely tackle there by Firpo. Nonto. And there's another foul by Gallagher on Nonto. Referee's missed that one. He's missed quite a lot as Oliver today. And it's Chilwell and... who is that over there? I can't see who it is. It's Luke Ayling, is it? Yeah. Luke Ayling and Chilwell, and Luke Ayling has absolutely flown up the pitch. And a yellow card's been given to Gallagher. Thank God for that. I think that might be a VAR decision or an intervention for what Gallagher did to Nonto off the ball there. So, yeah, good. And it's Ilian Melies in the 18-yard box now for Leeds United. The corner ball's taken. Joseph. Oh, no. And Ilian Melies has a shot on goal. I mean, for God's sake, you couldn't make it up. It's a header. The goalkeeper comes up, the Leeds United goalkeeper comes up and has a header at the Chelsea goal. And Chelsea have won. They're a set of brutes, and they've done it the hard way. They haven't been a pretty side to watch. They're all bluster and bluster in the first half. They couldn't get a goal, and in the second half they get a goal from a quite brilliant header from Fofana, who comes running in and climbs high over McKennie and two other Leeds defenders. As for Leeds, not much on offer today for us. It was more about defending, dropping off, letting Chelsea play the game and trying to counter them, hit them on the counter-attack. But unfortunately, we're not very good at counter-attacking by the look of this performance today. I can't say I blame the players. I can't say I blame the manager. You know, he goes there with a game plan and he decides that that's what we're going to do, and hopefully we'll get nick a point out of them. And we haven't been good enough again in the final third. We're just lacking that bit of creativity. Jack Harrison, again, a little bit questionable with some of his passing ranges today. A couple of the other lads a bit questionable, but the Leeds United supporters down there at Stamford Bridge are singing, marching on together, and they're very happy, I think, with the performance. We've always known that going to Chelsea is going to be a difficult place to get 3 points. We've failed to do that today, and it's an unlucky, it's not an unlucky, but a strong performance defensively from Leeds United. It's taken Chelsea a lot of probing and testing and crossing and passing, and they finally got themselves a goal. And they've got themselves 3 points and a 1-0 win. And Raheem Sterling's on there talking to a couple of the other players. And Ilian Melies, as for that goal, there's nothing he could have done about that. If he'd have saved it, it'd have been the save of the season, I think. Jack Harrison's coming off looking a bit disappointed, I think is the best way to say it. Of course, you'd be disappointed conceding a goal, losing 1-0 to this lot, a team that's not had a very good season, and a couple of the Leeds development coaches there talking to the Chelsea goalkeeper over a couple of matters. I don't know, perhaps there's a connection there. But yeah, an unfortunate afternoon for Leeds United, I'm afraid to say. And it's Fofana's goal separates the sides and gives Chelsea all 3 very, very valuable points. From a Leeds point of view, though, how has that affected our Leeds standing? And I'm afraid to say we're back in the relegation zone, folks. We are now 23 points with a goal difference of -10, -19 for Everton, -22 for Southampton. Everton on 21 points, Southampton 18. West Ham, same points as us. If we'd have won today, we go up to 13th, ahead of Wolves. So this has been a really, really disappointing result for us. I thought that we probably deserved a point out of that game, or we should have been a little bit more attacking minded in both halves. We didn't seem to have a go too much at Chelsea. We didn't seem to have a go and ask them enough questions. So in my opinion, you know, it's a disappointing day for Leeds. But we roll on. Maybe the manager's not thinks that, you know, we probably don't really need to win that game. We probably really need to think about the others next week as we go into the next week of March. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. As you know, Manchester City beat Newcastle 2-0. Arsenal 2, Bournemouth 2. Aston Villa 1, Crystal Palace 0. Brighton and Hove Albion 4. Graham Potter must be sick, man. West Ham United 0. So that's another 4 goals conceded there by West Ham. Ourselves, obviously, losing 1-0 against... wow, the next result, we're losing against Chelsea. And the other team, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Tottenham Hotspur 0, and that's why we have sunk in the league, I think, because they've got themselves 3 points today. They would have been on 24 points with Leicester City, but that's by the by. But luckily, West Ham have, in fact, they're just updating the table as we speak. So the EPL has the official league table, and it's been updated as we speak. So it's changed. The BBC shows that we're in 17th still, but we're not. We're now in 18th. That loss has hurt our survival prospects, I'm afraid to say, and I think that we're going to be, the fight for survival in the Premier League will continue into next week. It's very, very disappointing, as you can imagine. We'll go in and have a look at those scores again. So Wolves won 1-0, and Bournemouth, thankfully, lost against Arsenal 3-2. That is still playing at the moment. It's on the 97th minute, and likewise the Wolverhampton Wanderers game, according to this, and Tottenham Hotspur game, those are both in the 93rd minute. So we're just waiting for those results to be finalised. As for Leeds United, well, where do we go from there? I think I'm disappointed. I thought we would have given them more of a game. I thought we would have tried a bit harder in the first half. But again, is it manager tactics? Is this what he's told them to do? Just sit deep for the first 35-40 minutes, and then try and hit him on a counter attack? We had nothing really, scraps in the first half. But the next week's fixture is a massive fixture, and it's gonna be Brighton and Hove Albion, and that's at home. It's Leeds United versus Brighton and Hove Albion at home on Saturday the 11th of March. It's another Saturday game, and it's a 3 p.m. kickoff down at Elland Road. Now Brighton today, as we know, have had a tremendous result. They've gone and stuck 4 past, I think, is it West Ham? Yeah, they've put 4 past West Ham. So they've helped us a little bit today, but they could punish us next week if we don't turn up at the races. We need to be on the ball next week. We need to do enough to get a victory against them. And it's not looking good for Leeds United. It really isn't. There we go. Yeah, it's looking a little bit ropey for Leeds United, unfortunately, today. A very disappointing result. The next international break is England. We'll have a look. I mean, I've no idea even who we're playing, but it's it's Italy. No, and it's a big match. It's a Euro qualifier game, and it's a qualification round, match day 1 of 10. So they've got 10 days worth of fixtures going on. The following, let's have a look. March 24th, June. Yeah, so March. When's the next one? June. All right. So here we go then. Yes, I'm just reading that and seeing how that figures out. We are playing Italy. It's away in Italy as well. We don't know. I could tell you the fixtures and stuff. So it's for the UEFA Euro qualifiers. So is it for the European Cup? I'm not too sure. That's a horrible time for me to watch a game. It's 2:45 in the morning, kickoff local time, and the following game. So they're playing 2 games in 2 days, more or less. 24th of March is Italy, and then 26th of March. Jesus Christ! It's 26th of March is 11 p.m. kickoff at local time, and that's against the Ukraine. So 2 England fixtures to watch out for there in the coming weeks ahead. England and Ukraine. I'm not too bothered about. I mean, I say I'm not too bothered. I really don't care. But just talk a little bit about England for a second. And it looks like we're in the same group as Italy, Hungary, Germany, and ourselves. But that was a bit weird. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, because there's a fixture against Scotland in September. So I assume that is some kind of friendly, is it? Which will be good, of course, for the national pride. If we go stick 10 past Scotland, that'll be all right, won't it? Well, another day, another below par result, I think, is the best way to describe it for Leeds United. I'm disappointed. I don't see. I thought we should have done more. I think the manager should have been a bit more aggressive in his approach in that first half. Is it the managers say so, or is it the Leeds players were a little bit overwhelmed in the first 35-40 minutes of that match? It would be interesting to hear your thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments, whatever you think. I'm going to leave now because I think there's only... Yeah, it's way past my bedtime. It's midnight. And take care of yourselves. Have a great week ahead. And hopefully I'll see you all for the next game. Take care.